phone last weekend talking to my buddy Billy Bob Thornton. We usually call each other, we didn't call each other today, but usually on Saturdays in the fall, we end up on the phone with each other, talking about whatever football game we're watching. We're both rabid college football fans. He was on the phone with me last Saturday. Just finished his tour, Landman, of course, his new series just started this week. We were talking about what for him and Taylor. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good show. Just watched that first episode and watched the second one. But he and I were talking about that and then football game. He asked me where I was headed this weekend. He had finished his tour with the Box Masters a couple weeks before. I said, well, we're headed down to Texas. This is our last run this year. So we're going to be Grand Prairie, then over near Beaumont, and down to Corpus. He said, you going to Corpus Christi? I said, yep. Going down there to play music there. He got kind of quiet. He said, well, be careful. I said, oh, what do you mean, be careful? He said, I've been going to Corpus Christi my whole career. Nearly 40 years I've been going down to Corpus and playing music. They're great. He said, no. I said, they're great fans down there. It's great music fans in Corpus. He said, just last year, you know, we were headed down that way. So we were coming out of Houston as we played over there and going down to play in Brownsville. So we got just down there just below Corpus Christi a little bit. Some strange stuff happened. I said, what are you talking strange stuff happened? Yeah. He said, well, the band and the crew, they all had dinner after the show in Houston. They all got in the bunks and gone to sleep. He said, I was the only one up, watching some TV, and I'm going up, setting the jump seat across from the driver in front of the bus, and just watching the road go by. You know, like the King Ranch and all that territory out there. He said I was sitting up there with him, just watching the world, and all of a sudden, these two big flashes of bright white light come up on our left, come out of the Gulf. So then we come up missing time. So you come up with some time, what do you mean? I said, well, you know, you come up missing time. He said, when we came to or woke up or whatever they call it, so we was up near Fort Hood. He said, you were going to Brownsville? I said, yeah. He said, were you drinking? Smoking? He said, no. Those are the guys ate their dinner and got in the bunks. Nobody was drinking anything, nothing. He said, the weird thing was, he said, it was outside the perimeter fence. There was a bunch of MPs out there looking at us. There's a sergeant that come up and asked us what we thought we were doing out there. And I looked at him, I said, I don't know. I don't even know how we got here. He said, you don't know how you got here. Then I looked around the crew and the band and I realized why they were weirded out by us on top of us, not knowing what we were doing there. We're all wearing each other's clothes. Stuff that didn't fit anybody. And I had pants on, it was 4 sizes too big. One of the roadies, a couple of the crew had my shirt and jeans on, didn't fit them at all. They had one leg in one. So about that time, a lieutenant walked up behind him. He looked at me and said, hey, don't you like French fried potatoes? Does that mean with mustard on them? Billy said, I went. He said that kind of broke the ice, and they started talking to us normal. Figured maybe we were lost and didn't know how we got there. So they let us go and not take us into the base. Took scouring. But you know, the weird thing was it happened a couple more times. Once we were down there in Corpus again. And that time we were headed over to Del Rio. We were coming back up from, we were going to cut across, you know. And he said, then it happened again, going up 35. I said, Billy, you know, you don't have to go that way to get to where you're going all the time. There are probably other routes you can take. It keeps happening to you. He said, yeah, I guess. But you're starting to make me think of that story about the hunter in the woods and that bear. Where the bear finally said, I think you're coming out here for more than the hunt. I'm not going to go into the part of the joke that precedes the punchline because it's too filthy. But that's what it was starting to make me think. I said, you're going out there for more than the hunt. I said, let me ask you something. Do you think you were abducted? He got real quiet. He said, yeah, I think we were. So we don't tell anybody, right? I said, okay, I won't. So let's just keep that between you and me, all right? Don't tell anybody about it. Because he was embarrassed enough just telling me. And I didn't have the heart to ask him if he felt like he'd been froze. That would have wrecked him. But I said, look, Billy, if that ever happens to you again, sitting up there in the front of the bus in Texas, down near Corpus, over near San Antonio, wherever you are, or anywhere else in the States, those flashes of bright light happen in the windshield. Just look up into the sky and say, hey, Mr. Spaceman.
Time no matter me.
I